Hey there and welcome back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Grab your pens and paper, sit on back, class is about to begin. But first, a little bit of syllabus work, as always. If you're new to this channel, and you like knives and all things sharp, and the occasional bit of survival gear, and you must or you wouldn't be watching this video, got just one question for you. Have you subscribed yet? If not, why not? Easy enough to do. Just hit that button right down there, says subscribe. Then after you've done that, go ahead and click the bell next to it. That way you'll get notified every time I put up a new video. It's a win-win situation. You win because you get notified every time I put up a new video. Don't miss anything. I win because the more subscribers I've got, easier it is for me to get all these neat new knives and bits of survival gear to show you. So go ahead. Only takes a couple seconds. Plus, anytime you want during the video, there's a button floating around in here. Last I saw of it was right over there. Sometimes it's over there, though. But, you know, it's there. Just click on that, and that'll let you subscribe as well. In the meantime, on with class. Today, I've got another one of Kershaw's introductions for 2019. It is the Epistle. Small, sleek knife, clear anodized aluminum handle, almost white, needs such a bright silver, got a little bit of a cap over top of the pivot point, which is kind of nice. Kershaw classifies this as a minimalist design, and I gotta agree. There's no flipper mechanism, no extended tang. You've got a set thumb studs that you can use to open up the knife, or you can just go ahead and do the old-fashioned way. Either way works. Very thin, sleek blade, drop point, but it's got a very smooth drop there, very gradual. Decent belly, but nothing extreme. A wee bit of jimping on the back. I mentioned that the handle scales are anodized aluminum. It's got stainless steel liners that have been slightly skeletonized. Don't know if you can see that. Blade itself is the ever standard 8CR13 MOV steel that so many knives are made of nowadays. It's a decent steel. It's nothing fancy, nothing to write home about. I've heard a couple people compare 8CR13 MOV steel to Twinkies as opposed to the fancy wedding cake from SV30 or the other high quality steels. And you know, that's not a bad definition. I'd call it more, if I was going to equate it to baked goods, I'd say it's plain white bread. You know, it's what you reach for when you want to make a sandwich. Whole wheat is great, but most of the time you're reaching for the regular white bread. It does take a hold and edge decently. It's not super hard to sharpen. The blade is right at 3 inches, which makes it a reasonable size. The handle is 4 inches, so you've got right at 7 inches overall. Pocket clip is a little different from Kershaw's standard pocket clip, and it's fixed. It's right hand carry, tip up only. It can't flip it. Left hand carry, can't flip it to tip down. It's just, let's say, minimalist. But all in all, still locks up nicely. Feels reasonably good in the hand. And it's kind of a striking design, really. So let's see how it does. As always, this is straight out of This is the box. No touch-up, no fanciness whatsoever. So, let's see how it does on a piece of scrap paper. And yeah, that works just nice. It's nice and sharp. Beautiful. Cardboard. Let's see here. Going to have to get a new piece of cardboard here, but that's not a big deal since I'm getting new knives in all the time. And goes through reasonably well. Slices nicely. Yeah. That'll open up just about any cardboard box you could. Okay, well that wasn't quite what I had in mind, but still, it'll open up just about any cardboard box you can think of. Let's see here. Now, I had a bottle here. Just a minute, be right back. Alright, sorry for that. But, standard soda bottle. Now, my wife was cleaning in here and removed all my soda bottles, which is fine, but I need them, especially for this. Standard way I test to see how it handles hang packaging. You can open up a standard soda bottle. It's going to open up most hang packaging I can think of. It definitely handled that nice. I couldn't ask for much better. So, paper, cardboard, soda bottle, paracord. Never know when you might need to cut some cords, either to wrap a package, put up a hammock, hang food from out of the reach of animals, or just strap something down, especially if a heavy storm's coming through. Took the first loop nicely. Second loop beautifully. Now we're getting down to that tiny little loop that I can just hold on to and just barely fit the tip through. Let's see here. 1, 2. Nice tip. Very nice. Okay. Zip ties. Anyone who's done any electrical work and needed to tie up cables, keep them out of the way, needed to try to strap something to a pack frame. There's so many uses for this. I use them all the time at gun shows to hold things together. And of course, if you take a gun into a gun show, they're going to put one of these on to make sure that it can't be fired or loaded. But they are normally very hard to cut. Most time you want to use a pair of diagonal cutters. Let's see how this does. Nice. Straight on through. Let's see here. If you tied something off and you want to trim the remaining strap, how well is it going to do that? Okay. Not as well as diagonal cutters, but that isn't a bad result either. So far, for a small, light, thin knife, it's doing amazing. So, piece of wood from my shop, just standard scrap wood, and feather that up nicely, didn't it? Let's see how it does this way. Now, I know I keep saying this, and it is the truth. Tawning wood is not something you really want to do with a pocket knife. Pivot point is going to provide a weakness that will give way sooner or later. but people keep asking me to do it, so let's see how it does. Not bad. It's going to take you quite a while if you're wanting to really baton that wood down. But in an emergency, it would work. I'm not seeing any damage to the edge. So, oh, I forgot to do the cowhide thing, didn't I? Let's see here. Normally I do this before the wood because the wood's most likely to damage the blade, but I don't think it did any damage. Let's see. Yeah. And it's still cutting the cowhide nicely. So, yeah. Sure can't complain about that. Let's see here. Kind of counterintuitive after slicing the cowhide, but let's make sure that none of what we've done has done any damage to the knife edge. Let's see here. Yeah, I sure can't complain about that at all. Oh no, just a really nice little knife. Not a bad little price either. I normally ask $45 for this at gun shows. You can get it on Amazon for around $29. I don't have it up on my website yet, but I'll probably be asking pretty much the same thing as Amazon on the website. Then again, let's be honest, on the website I don't have the overheads I've got at gun shows. I'm not paying table fees, I'm not paying gas to get there, I'm not paying travel expenses, I'm not paying for food. I'm just, on the website, I'm just paying for the web. So I can afford to offer them for a lot less there. But all in all, now that I've gone on a little bit of a ramble about the realities of economics, back to the knife. Very sweet. Very nice indeed. If you're looking for a standard EDC knife that will go show a little bit of elegance, the minimalist approach Kershaw took to this will definitely pay off. And let's be honest, Kershaw may not be one of the highest end knife makers out there, but they're still reliable. They still will do what you need to do, and it won't break the bank doing it. So, but in the meantime, I got to get ready for a couple things here yet. So I'll wish you luck. Take care of yourself, and remember, if you're going to do something, no matter how minor or how major, even if it's just looking for a Sunday go-to meeting knife that's small, elegant, and worthy of the name, do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.